It's time again for the annual Antique Radio Club of Illinois Radio Fest in Willowbrook, Illinois. Just got my car back from the shop. I've got new tires, new brakes, a new air flow sensor, and we are ready to go. That.
We end up recording this car getting into an accident.
No, we're not going to record any accidents. Well, so far, so good. Not much traffic. They have been forecasting rain, but not anymore. It's going to be really hot. Notice the car is quieter.
What is that? Yeah.
I thought I needed a new muffler, but it was just a loose bolt.
Oh my gosh.
Go figure.
Did they charge you for somebody tightening the bolt?
I don't think so. I'm sure they could have padded their hours and I wouldn't know.
Can't imagine people do that.
Oh, crap.
Doesn't look too bad down there.
Oh, they got that traffic light to regulate the on-ramp. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad.
Critical mass on it up here.
What are they building there?
I could assume it's probably condos. Looks residential. They all have porches.
Oh, I thought it might be some like Trump Tower or something. So it won't be a new landmark.
I even think Trump Tower is largely residential too, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, you ever find that many people in the office space? Camera can record 4 or 5 hours of footage. You could make it epic. You could probably film the entire drive there, and the time there, and the drive back. We actually have a couple coal-fired power plants inside the city limits, and that's one of them. They're supposed to be phased out, what, a couple of years?
Next year.
Next year. Just seems so silly because we're surrounded by nuclear power plants. They promote clean air, yet we have coal plants inside the city. Oh yeah, there's that nifty facilities. We have arrived. Just spotted my first TV of the event. Fairly rare little TVs. I think they have an 8-inch metal CRT inside of them. They're made by Arvin.
Get in touch with each other.
It's mean.
Get out.
It's a nice set. Usually the cloth is all torn up on
Yeah,
them.
I've seen a few of these in the donation auction. They always look like shit.
Exactly.
That one is pretty decent. It'd be a shame to see that one get scrapped. Even if it ain't worth much, just because it's in decent shape.
There's 3 copper caps somebody found.
Gentlemen, we're selling what's here. Flea market style. All the money goes to the club. This is all stuff that members donated.
Right.
So whatever you want.
Oh, I thought it was a hula hoop. That's an antenna. Maybe it's an antenna made from the hoop. Alright. There's a real project. 25 bucks for a radio 20. It's a little bit of TLC. Yeah, it's still here. Yeah. Real toasty. Okay, it is for hospitals. Hospice bedside television.
Charlie, and we've got a shit.
Some 50s special. Fanfare baby. Oh, think it's a baby monitor. Crafters. This might be intercoms. Have you ever heard of this brand before?
Besides the jackhammers, I used to wear the pile guard.
Look very similar. That's kind of cool.
Eddie Canner's dead.
Yeah, basically, he's got a website. Jim Sargent was the auctioneer. You know, you can Google his website. He's got yeah, but he was the auctioneer last night. It was like some guy. It's primarily
It's a nifty looking thing.
long story short, passed away. He got 300 cents. It's in Arkansas, and it was like October.
I think that's some sort of gas discharge too. Like for physics, maybe? That's totally wrong. It's my best guess. Gonna be immortalized? Done pretty well.
Yeah. They're going. And I'll still be here till noon tomorrow.
I saw those two sets. Was it Electronic M that got those?
Yeah.
Yeah. Figured.
I like that Tom. He's so eager to learn that stuff.
Last time I looked, I was comfortable. Yeah, I've got it. That's basically.
Those are kind of neat. Call them butterflies.
What is the asking on that? 11 glass fronts.
That's it. $5.
Free for you, Bob.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
They have those radios too. They're just going to go in the donation auction if they didn't sell.
Radio bill price.
Thanks.
I saw that.
Covered with mahogany paintings.
Yeah, those are nifty.
Cleaned it up real nice.
That'll save you some real estate. Just get rid of it.
I don't know, man. I hope he's wrong, man.
This guy's always got nice stuff. Music. Roll or something.
Well, you know, I think some pipe organs, it doesn't matter what you play, it always is going to sound kind of ominous.
There you go. Thanks. That's good.
Yeah, I grew up in Wheaton.
Just some meter I just some tester I got recently.
I used to get out there almost every weekend. I want to get out there tomorrow. Yeah, especially the east side.
I saw one of these for the first time the other day on eBay, and I wasn't sure what I was looking at. But that is actually how they were made. Just kind of odd, plain looking. Some interesting cloth on that. It's nice. Coronado. There's a minimalist deco design. Is it?
So a lot of this stuff is
Yeah, I see what you mean. Last year was the Altwater Ken exhibit. Yeah, you're right. Titanic.
Why don't you go in there?
I don't think we can. They're still setting up.
Most of the time that's not the case. Simply recapping it and changing the sequence. It was very normal. Some of the contents.
All right, well, I'm afraid that's about it. Pretty poor showing this year. I think that's because it's just so friggin' hot out here. I got a little bag of knobs. I think I got most of the knobs for the Sonora and the Westinghouse H196 I picked up recently. I'll find out when I get home. Right now, we're going to get something to eat. Ugh, there's been some kind of major incident in the road up ahead, so lunch is definitely being delayed. They've got the whole road closed off and they're redirecting us to side streets. It's just turning out to be a long trip back home. Alright, Indian and Nepalese all-you-can-eat buffet. Alright, we finally made it back safe and sound. Took about 40 minutes to get there and over 2 hours to get back. Love this Chicago traffic, especially on a Friday. So, here is what I picked up. Just this little pile of knobs. But that's really only what they're looking for, and I think I did alright. So, first up, that Westinghouse H196 I picked up recently. Well, I'd gone through all of my knobs and all I could find were these two. This is definitely the channel selector knob, and I suspect the most difficult to find of the bunch. So, found that. This is the right size from what I've seen from other sets, but I guess the originals were brass, or at least a piece of brass molded over the plastic, whereas these are completely plastic, but they are exactly the right size and shape and they fit on the shafts just fine. However, the one for the fine tuning that goes with the channel knob should have a much larger opening. So I could hollow that out, I suppose. So these are the only two I found in my knobs. Well, I did pretty good because I found 3 more. All with the smaller shaft size, but I could enlarge those, as I said, if need be. And I believe if these are not the correct inner knobs, they're pretty darn close. Only need 3, but I dug up 4. Not bad to have a spare. So, assuming I can make that fit on the fine tuning, I think I just might have a set of presentable knobs for the Westinghouse. Might not be 100% stock, but pretty close facsimile. Alright. Now, as for the Sonora, it came with a few knobs, and I found a couple more that were pretty close. Now, I haven't double checked yet, but I do believe this is a pretty good shot at being the volume knob. Most of the knobs in that set are dual knobs like these. You got the outer and the inner, but the one that's power and volume, I believe, is a faux dual knob, where it's 2 knobs that are really just 1 knob molded together. So I think that'll work. I'll have to go up into the attic and check for sure. The rest of these knobs I didn't actually need myself, but I recognize them for what they are, and I know other people have needed them in the past and may again. So these two are Motorola. They're red. They're pretty grungy now, but they should clean up alright. These go on one of the 8-inch sets. I think the 9L1 or something like that. I also have the red channel knob and the red fine tuning, so I got a whole set of red knobs now. I was really hoping to find gold because I need the gold channel knob and fine tuning for my Motorola 7 VT2, and I've only been looking for about 4.5 years, something like that. They just never seem to come up. These are for GE Locomotive. I know some guys online have been asking around. I think I've got a couple more spares, and I have got some of the inner knobs as well, so I might have enough for a whole set now. Don't need them for mine, but maybe I can help somebody else out. This, just like that Sonora knob, is a faux dual knob. I needed one of these a while ago for one of my Philco sets, and somebody online saw that I needed one and sent me one, so I don't actually need one, but I figured, hey, maybe I can return the favor to somebody else. That these would go on one of the 50T series, like the 50T1401 or something like that. This is fine tuning for an Admiral. I know there's somebody out there who really wants one of these, which has a much longer shaft. It's about twice the length of this, and he's been looking for a while and they just don't come up. So I was telling him, hey, probably the only thing I've been able to find so far is with the shorter shaft, maybe you can extend it and get it to work somehow. So maybe this can help him out. And then finally this guy, I don't quite remember what this goes with, but it looks awfully familiar. And I know I've got some radio or TV around here that uses these. And I recall I was looking for some at some point, so I just grabbed it. So that's all I got, just a pile of knobs. I'm going to head up into the attic with these knobs and see if indeed they do fit and they do look right. Wow, is it hot up here. As hot as it might be outside, it's probably another 20 degrees warmer up here, so I'm not going to be spending much time up here. There's a mountain of boxes here. There's pretty much all empty boxes as I've been cleaning and sorting stuff. I'll have to break all these down and get them out of here. So pretty much all my stuff is condensed to just this back corner here. Mostly tubes and some test equipment and a few sets. In particular, this is where I put the Westinghouse and Sonora. I'll give you some towels here for protection. And it looks like they're both facing away from me, so I'll have to pull them out and turn them around. Oh, and that reminds me. You know, I was struggling with clearing the G1 short out of the Sonora picture tube. Since then, I've done some more research, and I found that there's another technique you can use with the Sencor. So while I'm up here, I think I'm going to pull this chassis out and shoot a video later tonight and try to clear out that G1 short once and for all. Alright, so here's what I've got on the Sonora right now. Separate outer and inner. Outer and inner. And here's the power volume where it's just a single shaft. And it looks like my memory did serve me well. So here's the combo control. I think that's the right diameter. Yeah, that's exactly right. Excellent. Now this is for a D shaft and this is knurled, but I can hollow that out a little bit. I'll go on something like that. Which just leaves that guy, which I know is going to be probably impossible not to fabricate something. Because that is a knob for the channel tuning, which is really a variable capacitor with a vernier control. And the knob itself has a big plate on it that shows you the channel numbers 2 through 13. Alright, yeah, it's only been a few weeks since I got these sets, and I'm almost there. For the Westinghouse. Oh crap, this has 5. I thought this only had 4 knobs. I'm still going to be one short. Well, now I'm glad I got 4 of the inner knobs, but I'm going to be short 1 outer knob. Arg. Oh well. Oh well. So, is that... Okay, almost there with the Westinghouse. First 3 are all complete, outer and inner. Will fit just fine. It turns out that on the volume, the inner shaft is a little bit bigger. So even though I do have 1 more of these knobs, it just won't fit. Shaft is a little too large. So it just leaves 1 knob here, and then another similar knob to this for the fine tuning. And I will be in business. While I'm up here, something else I was thinking about doing is refinishing this cabinet. I like to refinish a cabinet while I'm also electrically restoring maybe a different set, because a lot of refinishing involves sitting around and waiting. You know, you put on a coat and you wait 24 hours for it to dry, for example. And I was looking at this cabinet, and aside from some nicks and dings here, and a little bit of warpage in the back, which I can fix with some bracing, I got on here, it's actually not that bad. There's really no significant veneer loss, and it's really just a basic, it's a mahogany box. Nothing special, no trim, no nothing. Just strip the whole thing, and maybe mahogany stain or toner lacquer on the veneer, and then mahogany toner on the hardwood, and that's about it. This inner panel, I think it's back painted glass, so that comes out. This control panel, it's a piece of metal, that comes out. So I think it'll be a pretty quick and simple project. So I don't know, bring this set back down later, and take a look at that picture tube in the cabinet. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the 2012 Antique Radio Club of Illinois Swapfest. It wasn't as great as past years, but given the weather and the economy and all, it wasn't a bad day at all.